Hello, and welcome to the online presentation of one-on-one technologies. We will walk you through of what one-on-one technologies are and some of the ways we use them. The technologies we'll be presenting are used in schools for educational purposes. I'm one of your narrators, Elias Floan.
My name is Kim, and I'll also be narrating.
My name is Robert Mutiria, and I will be narrating as well. So, what's a one-to-one technology? We can define one-to-one technologies as any kind of portable device that is used to connect people and ideas. They are wireless, mobile, and connected to a network. With these one-on-one technology devices, students can interact with their peers, receive electronic messages from their teacher, understand using a portable resource.
Our society has used one-on-one technologies for a few decades now. During World War II, Allied troops were experimenting with wireless transceiver radios for communication. They were the first walkie-talkies, and the smallest they could get them was the size of a backpack. The first cell phones were introduced in 1973, and they were also very big. As technology improved, they became much smaller and more complex. Most of these early technologies have either been replaced by or integrated with cell phones.
Laptops. Now we are going to be talking about laptops. A laptop, sometimes called a notebook computer by manufacturers, is a battery or a C-powered personal computer, generally smaller than a briefcase, that can easily be transported and conveniently used at temporary spaces such as on airplanes, in libraries, temporary offices, and at meetings. Laptops in the classroom represent digital technology that can be used to enhance, supplement, or even replace traditional education curriculum. Demand for this technology has led to more use of laptops, hence reducing students to computer ratio within schools and more frequent computer resources within classes. This is a video showing the use of laptops in technology integration in the classroom.
You can find them just about anywhere on campus. Laptops. We know they're an extremely useful tool.
You've got mail.
But while in the classroom, are they a help or distraction?
I think they probably hinder you because you get caught up looking at other things. It takes away from the learning process. Yeah, it can be a negative factor if you're goofing off.
In 2003, researchers at Cornell University studied this question by testing two separate classes on the same material. The only difference? One had laptops and unrestricted internet access, and the other just paper and pencil. Guess who had the higher scores? That's right, those without computers. Cal State Fullerton Department of Communications professor Lena Elbe, who shared the Cornell study with me, gave another alarming effect of laptop usage in class.
I actually have seen in a lot of my classes a decrease in being able to recall lecture content, even in just casual conversation.
Does she have any advice for students who simply have to use their laptops in class?
Maybe shut off your internet service on there, so that you're strictly staying to your lecture notes.
So unless you think you have pretty good self-discipline and are worried about your grade, you might want to think about shutting the laptop and picking up the old pen and paper to take notes. For the Daily Titan, I'm Brandon Urey.
As the laptops have become more inexpensive, accessible, and powerful, the demand for technology has increased.
Another technology that is fairly new are tablet computers. They are much like a crossover between a laptop computer and a smartphone. A lot of what we covered with laptops crosses over with tablet computers. They have similar processing power and capabilities, but a tablet has a touchscreen like a smartphone. They are easier to carry and compact. But since they are bigger than a smartphone, touchscreens are easier to use, especially for younger learners. Examples of what students can use tablets for are smart technology apps, augmented reality apps, and Google apps. Two of the major brand of tablet computers are Apple iPad and Microsoft Surface. The one-on-one applications of tablets are enormous. That is why within the last 6 years they have become popular as a device to issue to students. Like laptops, tablets are used to create paperless work. So why do schools choose tablets? For a couple of reasons. They are cheaper to buy, they are more portable, and they are app-centered. There are many applications for tablet computers. Some of these might already be familiar to you. Gamification. Tablets are great tools to play learning games for all ages. They use attention-grabbing animation to engage the students. Teachers can set up these games from their own computer and track the students' progress. It's education through entertainment. Cameras and photos. Students can take pictures and share photos on their tablets just like a smartphone. They can share these photos with the teacher and students. It's great for collaborative projects and assignments. Smart Notebook. This is an app from Smart Technologies. Whenever the teacher writes something on a smartboard, it automatically records on the screen of the tablet. Students can save this work and use it for studying later. Google Classroom. This is an app that lets students take tests and assignments on their tablets. Through an internet connection, the teacher can activate assignments that students can do on the tablet. Afterwards, they can hand in the assignment on a digital Dropbox. Teachers can also issue quizzes and tests on the tablets in the same way. After the student hands in their quiz or test on the tablet, they can automatically see what their grade is. This is a great app for saving time on grading and for saving paper. The last example is multimedia. Students can watch videos, listen to podcasts, or even make music on their tablets. Here's an example of how teachers can track their students' progress through SmartClass.
Meet Miss Murphy. She's a 6th grade teacher. She and all her students have shiny new feature-rich tablets. Loads and loads of apps and content were loaded. The children are happy. Miss Murphy is happy. But something isn't right. It is soon obvious that what seemed to be an under-control modern classroom is actually very much out of control. Students are certainly enjoying their shiny new tablets, but they're not actually learning anything. They're all off track, and poor Miss Murphy is lost. Introducing SmartClass, state-of-the-art classroom collaboration and management software for tablets. SmartClass allows Miss Murphy to verify that all her students are on track using a powerful yet simple solution. Miss Murphy can see what each one of her students is actually doing and who needs assistance. She can even lock her students' tablets for full attention. Miss Murphy can broadcast her tablet screen to the entire classroom, so demonstration is now easy and effective. An interactive multi-user whiteboard, along with chat and discussion center, makes SmartClass a wonderful collaboration tool. Students can discreetly raise their hand electronically, so even the most shy needn't be left behind. To keep a finger on the classroom pulse and verify everyone is on track, Miss Murphy can also activate a quick survey or quiz. And there's so much more. SmartClass, and learning at its best, just where you need it to be.
Another technology tool can integrate into one-on-one classroom is smartphone. Smartphone is one of the most ideal technology which teachers can use to organize their one-on-one classroom. Normally, each one-on-one classroom has its own classroom homepage. This page can be created with a website builder like Google Site, WordPress, blog, or Wix. And with a smartphone, teachers can easily edit their web page and students can access to get news, announcements, deadlines, and all information that they need from their teacher. Based on the advantage of one-on-one classroom, which is every single material of the class is now online, and smartphone is so small and lightweight so that students can always access to their classwork anytime and everywhere they want. And another convenience of smartphone is that it provides a lot of search engines so that students and teachers can search more resources for the lesson. Thus, students can become more independent in their learning. Some search engines I suggest to use are Firefox, Google Chrome, or Internet Explorer. Students can also use public or their school online library to find other scholar researches. Finally, the strongest advantage of smartphone is that it allows users to download a lot of powerful apps. And in educational area, it is not hard to find many apps which can integrate into one-on-one classroom. First app I suggest for one-on-one model is social media apps such as Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. For an effective classroom, the interaction, discussion, and collaboration is necessary. And with social media, teachers can easily raise a topic, and then students can discuss about it online. The most useful thing is that teachers can keep track of the discussion, and they can know every student's idea. Because one-on-one classroom focus on the independent learning, so ebooks app is one of the good sources for students. Some ebooks apps should be mentioned as Kindle, Wattpad, iBooks, LearnSmart. After accessing to those apps, students can find hundreds of books as well as articles. Some books will cost some bucks, but they are still more affordable than paper version. Another app may be more interesting for students is educational games. For each subject, we can have specific games. For example, for math class, teachers can suggest students to use Quick Math, a self-improvement app which helps students to develop their mental arithmetic skills and response speed. For chemistry class, students can use Chemist Online, which helps students to learn a periodic table faster and to practice their chemical knowledge. And the last app I want to suggest is Duolingo. This is the best app for learning language. This app can be used to support for many language teachers such as English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and so on. With Duolingo, students can study languages in a fun way, and just with one app, they can improve on 4 language skills. Those apps I have just mentioned are just the small parts of the 1,000 useful apps we can get from smartphone. There are still many apps can help teachers as well as students to build a better one-on-one classroom.
Do mobile devices help students in the classroom? Pew Research Center survey has found that 73% of teachers who use some type of mobile technology in the classroom, they also have children ages 3 to 7 years who use Martha Speaks app, have increased their vocabulary skills by 31%. 35% of 8th graders have increased their interest in the teacher's lessons or activities when they use a mobile device. 54% of students said that they get more involved in classes that use technology. 55% of students have said that they want their instructors to use more educational games on mobile devices. So what are the benefits? For e-readers, since textbooks become outdated so quickly, mobile tech gives students and teachers information that is updated continuously. For individual mobile modules, apps that allow students to work at their own pace. Text response programs. This lets teachers give students homework or questions via a text message. And lastly, seamless cloud learning. Students who use the cloud can continue their work at school, at home, or anywhere. This greatly improves organization and decreases the chance of assignments becoming lost. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.